have very special guests on the show with us today. I'm very excited to introduce them here in just a second. They're coming here all the way from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. We have Eric and Sarah Nelson. Welcome to our show today.
Thank you.
We're real glad to have you on here. They're in the carpet cleaning business. This is a unique, I don't think I've ever interviewed carpet cleaning service before, so this is going to be a fun show to learn about things that you do. Keep in mind, everybody, this is a relationship marketing show. We talk a lot about relationship marketing systems, but we want to educate people on how to generate business of any kind to whatever it is that you do. If you're in the carpet cleaning business or in any service-oriented business, how do you generate new business? How do you retain business? And how do you get referral business is what this show is all about. So I'll tell you, Eric and Sarah, they're marketers. I mean, these two, they're hard-working people that have an amazing cleaning service, but they're marketers first. And so we had a little pre-show talk, and I learned a lot from both of you already. So coming out of the gate, let's just get started here real quick. Carpet cleaning. You know, my wife is a cleaning fanatic. She has all these different service providers that come to our home. We have carpet cleaner twice a year. We've got the window cleaners. We got the people that take care of our yard. List goes on and on of all the different service people that come in and take care of our things. Let me ask you the first question. Your carpet cleaning, are you primarily residential or commercial, both? What do you do?
About 80% residential, 20% commercial.
So relationship is a big deal because you're talking about, you're cleaning people's homes, and relationship's a big deal. It's interesting. My wife and I talk all the time about the service companies that take care of our home and the lack of relationship they try to generate with us. It blows our mind. I mean, we pay a lot of money to take good care of our place, and we're just shocked that people don't reach out. I mean, they don't do stuff to stay in touch with us. Could you just tell us real quickly, what kind of things do you do once you go in and you provide a cleaning service for people? By the way, I want to come back to how you bring new customers in, because you guys are really good at that too. But once you do get them in and you do provide a cleaning service for them, tell us what kind of things do you do to just stay in touch and create relationship with those people?
First thing I do is maybe 2 to 3 days after the service, I email a personal email with their name and ask how everything was, give them an opportunity to let us know if there was anything we could have done better or if they were completely satisfied, and just thank them for working with us. And then we send a thank you card to them directly. And then
do you have an example of one of those thank you cards?
Yeah. So I figured out a way on your system to put our logo on the front, and then on the inside, that's a different one, but then on the inside I have just a, hey, thank you, hope everything was great. If it was, tell your friends and family. And then there's a coupon that they can give to a friend for a first-time customer. And then beyond that, when it's been about a year, we send a reminder card, and at Christmas time, we send out a Christmas card with some discounts and things like that.
So I want to recap. You send an email and with a survey possibility on there, and how did you do? You send not one, not two, but actually 3 cards within a year. Is that right? So you do a thank you, a stay in touch, and a Christmas card. Is that correct? Now, in those cards, in the thank you and the stay in touch and the Christmas card, because you mentioned that you ask for referrals and you give them coupons with percentage off. Do you do that in all of your greeting cards?
No. In the thank you one, we say, hey, if you were thrilled, tell your friends, and here's a gift for them, free room of carpet cleaning, no strings attached to someone else. And then when it's been about a year, the one we send has, if you call within a month to schedule, there's a 10% discount, which I do find that people use that one.
Okay.
Of all the different things we do, getting them on a yearly routine, people do utilize that 10% card. And then in the Christmas card, we'll do maybe 3 rooms in a hall for a certain price, or free deodorizer if you need it, or a couple different things. And we've gotten a couple of those back, but not a ton.
So yeah, and you've been doing this for quite a while. You've been doing it for 6 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And seeing great results. Now I want to go back to the front side. So that's what you do to stay in touch with customers. I want to go back to how you generate new customers, how you bring new customers in. Because you had mentioned.
I have one more thing that another card we may send is, if we do get a direct referral, if someone calls, I always ask how you heard about us. And if they say, oh, my neighbor, whatever, tell me who that is. If that is one of our customers or a friend or whoever, I send a card from your system just thanking them for the referral. I send them an email and say, hey, thanks, we scheduled. And then once that job is complete, I send them a thank you card to the person who referred with a $5 Starbucks gift card in it, which I can send right from your system.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned to me before the show that with all of this activity, you generate about 20 to 25% of your business comes from referrals. Is that about right?
I think so.
Yeah, about right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go back to the front end, because you do some really cool things to generate new business. One of which, it's interesting that you run a very successful carpet cleaning business, but as we already mentioned, you're really good at marketing as well. It was, in all honesty, it was kind of surprising to me that the first thing you said is that you've gotten really good at search engine optimization on the internet. Mm-hmm. One of the things you do, and you're a member of BNI, Business Network International, so you do a lot of belly-to-belly type of networking with people and get referrals or get business that way. So tell us a little bit about what you do. I mean, how, like the online presence that you have, what kind of things do you do to generate that business?
Well, in the early days of our business, I had more time than money. And so I spent a lot of time trying to understand the ins and outs of search engine optimization. I recognized that it was going to be critical for us to be visible on the internet. And fortunately for me, much of our competition that had been around for a long time, they were still riding the wave of what they had been doing for the decades prior. Newspapers, yellow pages, maybe some stock yellow pages type of a website, but very little, if any, social media, and nothing in the way of a substantial web presence. And so I learned early on that by not only having a website with good content that we're updating frequently, but by using all the various forms of social media, and especially Google, asking our customers to give us reviews has been very big, and it helps you show up well on the Google search engine. So that's been really, really huge, and I'm really glad that I knew to do that early on. Now, at this stage in the game, I don't have time to continue to study that aspect of marketing. So you find professionals that understand that. But it was a critical step in the early days of our business.
So as an example, if I go to Yelp or a service like that and I look up you guys, or I see you guys on there, I'm probably going to get lots of stars.
Lots.
Probably 4 out of 5 stars kind of
all
thing.
fives.
5 out of 5 stars. Obviously, that's got to be extremely helpful because, I'm like anybody else. I buy product and service based on how many stars people have, and I think that's great. What do you attribute to getting all those stars? I mean, you have to do things to earn those stars. What kind of things do you do as a business that you believe create that you earn those stars for?
Yeah. It is the relationship piece. It's the fact that we truly are honest, ethical, trustworthy people, and people know that about us. Sarah and I spent a lot of years in the restaurant industry, so we enjoy talking to people. We enjoy building a relationship with the homeowner. We recognize that inviting us into their home is is a sensitive thing for people. It's a very intimate thing to invite some strangers into the home, send them up into the bedrooms to clean the carpets, and we don't want to take that for granted. And you know, we're not originally from this area, so we've really gone out of our way to be involved in the community, to volunteer our time with nonprofits that we are passionate about, get involved in the local school, get involved at the church, get involved in our neighborhood, and just be present, be part of this community. So people have come to know us not just as carpet cleaners, but as members of this community who are always visible, always present, always trying to get involved. And what I've learned over the years is that people do business with you because they know you, like you, and trust you. And that's not going to happen sitting at home. You've got to be out there. And I'm sure there's quite a few people that know us that don't necessarily like us, and that's okay. There's other options for them. But fortunately, there's a fair amount of people that have come to like us and trust us enough to invite us into their home or business. And the cards and the other things have been a way to not necessarily drive new sales, but maintain those relationships, stay top of mind. They may not need carpet cleaning at 11 months, but they might need it at 18 months or 24 months. So the combination of the cards, an occasional post on our Facebook page, maybe an email once in a while, that way they won't forget about us and be, searching elsewhere to find a carpet cleaner.
Excellent. So relationships a big thing, being present with people, getting out there and being genuine and creating relationships with people. You guys, you're really good with branding too. I love the name of your company. So it's Eric and Sarah, and the name of your company is Sarrick Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's creative. So it's Sarah and Eric, right? So Sarrick,
mm-hmm.
Sarrik Clean, sarrickclean.com. Anybody in Wisconsin, go to sarrickclean.com. This is the place you want to go.
In the Sheboygan
right?
area.
Right. So I wanted to mention that because, like I said, you're really good at marketing, good at SEO type of stuff, and I love the branding that you've done, Sarrick Clean. I got to believe you get some attention just off of that name alone.
It's definitely a conversation starter. Sometimes I wonder if it was a good decision. It sounded cute and clever when we started, but now we're stuck with it. And occasionally I'll have this conversation with folks, and time again, they tell me how much they like it. It's endearing. It's the husband and wife team. Although our business has grown to the point that we have some employees, we built this brand on literally Sarah and myself in their homes doing the work ourselves. And even if I'm not on every job, I'm on a lot of them, even if it just means dropping in and saying hi to the homeowners, checking on my guys, making sure things are going well, and then out in the community networking. But it is a conversation starter. I had somebody tell me the other day that he was glad. It's how he remembered our names. Instead of the other way around, he remembered our names because of the mashup type of a branding that we went for.
It also helps that I was on most of the carpet cleaning jobs over the years too, or housekeeping or whatever services we offered at the time. So when people call, and even if it's been 4 or 5 years between their address and their name and me looking through the customer list constantly or whatever, I'll recognize things. And in talking to them, I might remember that they had a certain type of dog, or, what about that one bedroom that's over the garage? Are we going to clean that again? Or just being able to remember things like that. And I think, like you said before, just being in the customer service industry, we treat our service business more like a customer service.
Excellent. You've heard it said that features tell, stories sell. You guys are great at telling your story. Just the name of your company alone tells a story. It tells a story that it's a husband and wife team committed to what you do, committed to your craft, committed to serving people in the community. You created a reputation of that based on the relationships that you do. So it really is. I mean, I want my carpets done by you, but I live in Utah. But seriously, it draws me in. Like if Jody, my wife, was listening to this right now, seriously, and if you were local, just the story alone of this couple who cares about their customers would draw people in. You guys have leveraged that very nicely. What's cool is you're just you. You're just who you are, but you've leveraged that into a name, and I think that's really powerful.
You know what I've learned about, and I'm sure this applies to many industries, I talk to carpet cleaners and related industries all the time in forums and things like that. And the carpet cleaners are always talking about their equipment. And I think the equipment is impressive to other carpet cleaners, but it's not what the homeowner or the business owner is looking for. They don't necessarily care so much what equipment you're using, what method you're using, the brand of detergents you're using. They don't really care about that. They do business with you because they know you, like you, and trust you. You have a reputation, and are you able to deliver on the expectations that you set for them ahead of time, exceed those expectations whenever possible. In 8+ years of doing this, I can count on one hand how many times people have asked me about our equipment or the method with which sometimes they inquire, but I believe it's my job to be the expert and to deliver the results that they're expecting. And the rest of it is about relationship and trust.
Really good. I'll tell you, to wrap the show up, I'm going to do something a little different that I haven't done on any show before. I'm going to issue a challenge to the two of you, and I'm going to have you come back on the show 6 months from now, and we're going to see what happened with the challenge. Well, first of all, let me ask, before I do the challenge, I want to ask you a question. Would you be interested, right now you're getting 25% referral business. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in increasing that to 70%? So instead of 25% referral business, you now have 70% referral business. Would that interest you?
Absolutely.
I mean, I know that's a rhetorical question, but but I have to ask it.
Sure.
So let's say that I could give you a suggestion that I believe could increase your referral business from the current 25 all the way to 70%. And if you incorporate this one thing for the next 6 months, let's bring you back on the show. Now you're going to have to figure out a way to really monitor the referrals that come in. Mm-hmm. But let's bring you back on the show in 6 months and see how you did. So here is the one suggestion. You mentioned that you have a thank you card, a stay in touch card, and a holiday card, and in each of those you ask for referral business, and you have a coupon percentage off offering if you come back and get a cleaning done. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, one simple suggestion for the next 6 months: do exactly the same thing with your cards, but drop all coupon offers and drop all referral requests. Drop all of that out of your cards, and let's see what happens in the next 6 months. Because I believe, based on the knowledge we have, that will dramatically, I don't know if you get all the way to 70%, but it's going to dramatically increase. First of all, when I say that, what is that? How does that, I mean, do you think that's possible? Do you think that's crazy? I mean, what do you think when I say to do that?
I do think it's possible, and we're not really a coupon type of a brand anyways. I think our industry is notorious for trying to be kind of like the pizza guy. Like, okay, let's have pizza on Friday. Let's go through the Valpak and find the coupons. Yeah. And the carpet cleaning industry is similar in that regard. I never wanted to be known as the most affordable. I wanted to be known as the most thorough, the most reliable and trustworthy. And so coupons really don't fit our model anyways. It's just something we kind of fell into. And I suppose it felt like we were willing to give a little bit in the name of attracting, some attention from our customers. But it really doesn't fit the rest of our branding model anyways. So it makes sense, and I'm up to the challenge.
Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try that for the next 6 months. That's what you're going to do. Drop any requests. You're just going to say thank you. You're just going to stay in touch. Hope everything's going well and that you're enjoying your home, whatever. And then, of course, a holiday card that goes out and just does that. That doesn't mean you might not do a mailer every once in a while with a service or a coupon offering. But in the cards themselves, just drop that. We're going to bring you back on in 6 months. Okay. Let's do an analysis and see how we did. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, any final words of wisdom? You guys have been amazing. I mean, I've learned a ton of stuff from you today. Love your energy. You're awesome. Any final words of wisdom or counsel, not only for carpet cleaners, but for anybody in any business?
Mm-hmm. You? No?
I don't feel very wise. I
don't. You're more wise than you know. You're more wise than you know, Sarah.
I really feel like for the first time in a long time, Life is great because we found balance in our lives. We work hard within the hours that we have set aside for work. It's part of the reason we chose the carpet cleaning industry, because I have experience in other aspects of cleaning that require after hours type of cleaning, holidays and things like that. Putting an emphasis, a priority on our marriage, on our time with our kids, on fitness, faith-based activities, just having a well-balanced approach. We're only here for a short time, and I don't believe our primary goal is to work every moment of every waking hour to earn as much money as we can. Work hard, give your very best, and enjoy the people that God has placed in your life and serve them the best you can. And when you find that balance, life gets really, really fun.
Wow, that's great. So there you have it. Eric and Sarah Nelson from SarahClean.com out of
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Thank you so much for being on our show today. Encourage everybody on here, share this with people. And, if people want to know how, how the Nelsons do their follow-up and how they do this relationship stuff, just get back with the person that shared this show with you, and they can show you a system that helps you to do that. Thanks, everybody. Take care. We'll see you on next week's version. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right.